Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to today's briefing on Socius Cloud Services. We appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to join us and learn more about how moving to the cloud can improve your business. Today's presenter is Bert Burry. Bert is the Cloud Services Manager here at Socius. Bert, I think we're ready to begin. I'll transition over to you so we can get started.
Thank you very much, Cheryl, and welcome to today's presentation about upgrading to GP Dynamics version 2015 R2 and the migration to the cloud. As Cheryl said, I'm your presenter today, Bert Burry, and I'm the Socius Cloud Services Manager. This is just a brief agenda or an overview of where we're going today in today's presentation. It'll be a very quick business brief. Will not take more than 10 or 15 minutes of your time today. We do appreciate the time that you're spending and your attention to this meeting. We know that your time is valuable, and we have designed this presentation to be concise and respectful of your time. We're going to go through a brief introduction and have some talking points about why upgrade to GP 2015 now, a look at the cloud value, cloud features, cloud call to action, and a quick conclusion of the topics we discussed today. As we look at this first slide, it's important to consider why we need to upgrade to GP 2015 R2 as of now. Microsoft has recently released Dynamics GP 2015. As an existing user of Dynamics, you may wonder why you need to upgrade. First and foremost, Microsoft will cease providing support of Dynamics GP 2010 as of October 2015. That's just a month or two away from now. Secondly, there is ACA compliance built into both Dynamics 2013 and 2015. And third, by upgrading, you ensure that your organization has all the latest process tools and resources with which you will need to run your organization more effectively. Also, it's important to notice that GP 2015 is the most significant upgrade in recent years. It has improved processes and workflows and enhanced HR and PR and smart list functionality. Another thing to consider as far as upgrading to GP 2015 R2 is to consider the aging hardware and secondary threats that you have possibly looking into. Right now, 2015 requires more hardware resources than ever before, and it's also important to consider the location of equipment, such as a broom closet, the floor, or a warehouse, that type of environment. All of those have tertiary threats that can affect the equipment operating for your on-premise installation. Also, another thing to consider is when you look at upgrading to GP 2015 is the savings opportunity. Upgrade from GP 2010 and migrate to the Socius Cloud on or before the 30th of September, and we have some cost savings opportunities for you. The first one, of course, is to receive a 20% discount on the setup fees. Also, we have to have a 3-user minimum in the cloud environment, and also a 3-year cloud agreement is required. When you look at migrating to the Socius Cloud in conjunction with your upgrade of Dynamics GP, it's a very cost-effective way to upgrade your version of Dynamics. We've partnered this together to offer you a great opportunity and resource to get into the cloud. Many people today are talking about the benefits and the values of the cloud, and this is a great incentivization that we have to marry these two opportunities together. By migrating to the cloud, you obtain the latest version of Dynamics as well as throughout the life of your subscription with us here at the Socius Cloud. Also, by migrating to the cloud and doing an upgrade, it's going to minimize disruption for your organization. Socius can move your ERP to the cloud and upgrade in just a few short days. It's also helpful in that it eliminates the burden of aging hardware and upgrading. So your IT department actually is working to do upgrades and a lot of other projects and chores, no doubt. It's important that you consider that really when you migrate to the cloud, consider it as an extension of your IT department. It basically frees up their time to focus on other projects. Also, Socius Cloud is a cloud service provider that is dedicated to your ERP. When you look at Socius Cloud value and you look at Socius as an organization, It's very important that you consider, when you consider upgrading your ERP, that you assess the current on-premise hardware assets. In recent years, tremendous organizations are retaining more data longer and retaining much more data, not only in terms of volume, but in terms of scalability and a number of years. Data retention and changing technology place greater demands on hardware than ever before. By migrating to the cloud, you have greater reliability. Basically, it's off-premise. Now, the cloud, as you all understand, is basically very much like what you see on-premise. The difference is that the equipment typically is newer, it's much more reliable, and most importantly, it's off-premise. What that means is that it resides in a data center, which has a more secure environment than most organizations can provide, and it provides reliability and accessibility through tiered connections from various ISPs and redundant power supplies and cooling equipment. The data center redundancy and internet connectivity is one of the values that we have in a Socius Cloud environment. It's also staffed 24/7, 365 days a year. Again, by migrating to the cloud, you realize improved mobility as well as productivity. Access via RDP and web client, and then you can also access it anywhere you have a reliable internet connection. What this does is this allows your organization, your employees, your users to your ERP. They in fact become more productive. They do this because they have access anywhere they have a reliable internet connection. So that means that they can access the ERP and the environment from a hotspot, hotel, coffee shops, even home. So when they have something that needs to be done, such as the approval of a purchase order perhaps, all of that can be done anywhere you have a reliable internet connection. Another value in the cloud is reliability in terms of backup and unified recovery. It provides a secure environment. It replicates the client data into a cloud environment nightly. We also replicate that data into 3 separate instances. We also provide data restoration up to the last 15 minutes of transactional activity in GP Dynamics. This is very important because many organizations have a very robust backup plan, but at the same time, they don't always back up off-site. In the cloud environment, everything is backed up off-site, and again, it's replicated into 3 different instances. This ensures that your organization is going to have access to the most recent copies of your data and provides real security and robust performance for your ERP. As we look at Socius Cloud features, the question always comes up about different types of security at our data center and what kind of risks are mitigated through going to a data center. Socius has multiple layers of physical security at our data center, and again at the location of our racks within the data center. We have Active Directory security logins to the servers and what the users can access. Access to the servers are further restricted through file permissions which are applied to each user. In terms of safety and security, we have SSAA E16, HIPAA, SOX, and European Union Safe Harbor. These are all nationally and internationally recognized security platforms for transmission of data through the cloud. The other important value about the cloud is scalability. As an organization grows, they are often challenged with adding additional hardware on-premise, making purchases of additional RAM, server space, racks, and all the support equipment that goes into providing a secure and robust on-premise installation. With the cloud, you can add users and applications as the needs arise. That basically means that as your organization grows, the cloud can grow with you. You only pay for what you use. The beautiful thing about the cloud is it has predictability in terms of cost. It's a great opportunity to get control of your budget and controlling your IT costs much more efficiently. Another value added for the Socius Cloud features is the ERP dedicated and experienced cloud provider that we bring to the table as an organization here at Socius. We have more than 8 years of cloud service practice. In 2014, we were Microsoft Dynamics Global Cloud Partner of the Year finalist, and calendar year 2015, we were an Inner Circle partner. That means that we've been an Inner Circle partner for 19 of the past 22 years. We're very proud of these accomplishments, and what that basically means is that it really shows you our dedication to our clients and our dedication to the Microsoft product stack. We're very proud of what we offer, and we look forward to being able to build upon existing relationships with our current clients and opportunities to build new relationships with new clients. As we look at this quick business brief about upgrading and migrating to the cloud, we certainly want to have a call to action, and that just really talks about a price incentive. For those of you that are interested in upgrading from your earlier versions of Dynamics and migrating to the cloud, we've come up with a package where you upgrade from GP 2010 and you migrate to the Socius Cloud on or before the 30th of September. You receive a 20% discount on the cloud setup fees. This is a value of more than $500. However, we do require a 3-user minimum in the cloud environment, which is typical for Microsoft licensing for GP Dynamics. And then also a 3-year cloud agreement is required for the provisioning of the environment for your cloud access. Also, this is a minimization of disruption. It limits the interruptions to operations by migrating to the cloud and doing an upgrade. And it also helps reduces the heavy workload of existing IT staff for some of the reasons that we talked about. It's very important that when you consider a migration that you actually keep it in mind that it was really going to be an extension of your IT department. It's going to free up the time that they have to focus on other internal projects that you have there going on and allow somebody with 30+ years of experience that we have here at Socius to work on and help support your ERP in a cloud environment. We believe that this is the best choice to upgrade now rather than later on in the year. As the summer winds down, it's very important to try to take advantage of this downtime that most organizations experience seasonally as the summer carries on. Use the summertime to maximize that downtime so that you can go ahead and get your upgrade scheduled. Upgrade now before the year-end cycles, because with the new ACA laws, there's a lot of additional reporting that is going to be required as organizations close out their calendar year. We also have provided a cloud cost comparison calculator. This is a quick view or a little spreadsheet, if you will, that allows a user to go ahead and enter in the number of users and then calculate their anticipated on-premise costs as compared to what a move to the cloud would be. This particular table takes into account a infrastructure as a service model in the Socius Cloud, which means basically we are hosting your services, your ERP on our cloud, but you maintain the licensing with Microsoft. You can speak to your Socius account representative to get a link to the cloud calculator, and you can model your environment and take a look to see what the value and the savings opportunity by migrating to the Socius Cloud are available for your organization. Lastly, as we look at next steps, we'd like to ask you to consider upgrading your Dynamics because it's more important to upgrade it now more than ever. Contact us today, your account representative, to learn more about upgrading your instance of Dynamics. We also encourage you that the cloud should be an important component to your corporate strategy. Contact us today and we will help you to determine the best cloud deployment strategy for your organization. We have a couple tools that are available to you on our website. You can read our Cloud Frequently Asked Questions where we talk about certain aspects of the Socius Cloud and cloud computing in general. We also have the ability for you to view and apply our Cloud Costing Calculator. That's a calculator I showed on a screen a moment or two ago. And then you also have the ability to complete our online Cloud Options Quiz. This is a quiz that allows you to actually answer questions from a computer screen, and that models out certain aspects of what would be the best fit for you in terms of an enterprise resource planning or an ERP for your organization. If this presentation and discussion regarding the upgrades and migrating to the cloud resonates with you, we invite you to contact your account manager to discuss further. We remind you also to visit our website and use the calculator tool to identify the potential cost savings by migrating to the Socius Cloud. We understand and know that when it comes to cloud applications, you expect that providers will be both knowledgeable and have the expertise to have your best interests in mind. We ask and invite you to remember and allow us to help become the trusted advisor for your organization in both your cloud and your ERP needs.
Thanks, Bert. As Bert said, for more information on Socius Cloud services, please visit our website at socius1.com. You can click on the services drop-down and choose Cloud Technology. Here you'll find more information on Cloud ERP, Cloud CRM, and Cloud Collaboration. If you have any questions, we encourage you to reach out to your Socius account manager or Bert directly. His email is bburry, B-U-R-I, at socius1.com. Thanks again for joining us and have a great rest of your day.